Chick-fil-A, if operators weren't making any money, what do you think would happen? You'd probably leave. The operator would, right? I've got $5,000 in it, and there's no benefit afterwards. And if I'm not making any money, or if I'm not seeing an increase in income, then I'm probably leaving, right? But Chick-fil-A has they want you to have a 6-figure income. They want you to be successful, because by you being successful, it goes back to profits 50-50. If you're not turning a profit, they don't get that 50%. They're having to pay for your losses. So that, trust me, they're wanting to see you successful.
I have a couple questions, but the
Okay.
first question was kind of like what he said. Because you want them to make like the 6-figure income, does that mean that you determine where they open their store as far as the franchise is concerned, or do they come with you?
That's a great question. No, the operators have no say so as far as where the location is or when it opens. Chick-fil-A has a whole real estate department that does all the business deals. They plan usually 3 years out, so all the business deals are done for 2010 and most of 2011, and some are already into 2012. So, but no, they don't. But with that in mind, the number one question they're asking is, will this generate income for the operator? And so that's the biggest question that comes into play when we're talking about opening stores in urban locations. Is will sales be enough to be able to pay for the land that it's on, because it's so much, the cost is so much more. Those are some of the questions and key things. That is the main question that they ask. Will this provide operator income?
Was it easier for you to get out of your franchise because you said
That is another really great question, and everybody would think that yes, but and I would tell you that it was actually more difficult, because a couple reasons. One, didn't want the appearance of that this was just handed in. This is this is a grandson's idiot that does not know anything about business, and here he goes and he's running the store into the ground, and that's the last thing that they wanted to see was that happen to me or any of my cousins. But I turned in my operator application like anybody else. I went through the same interview process that everybody else went through, and my process actually lasted a year and a half. So it took a year and a half for me to know whether I was going to have an opportunity as an operator or not. And that's not unusual. That's probably the average I would say time frame. There have been some operators that'll turn in their operator application and it'll be 2-3 months and they're selected. There's some 4 years, 5 years that they're waiting. And there's a lot of variables within that, why it takes so long. But the main thing is that Chick-fil-A wants to make sure that they're making a good selection. They've got 28,000 applicants that they can choose from, so that there's not a shortage of applications for them, and so they're not having to be forced to make a quick decision on somebody because they're opening up a store and they don't have anybody to run it. There's plenty of people to run it. It's a matter of selecting the right person that's going to produce the right results.
Okay, so I have a question about that too. So, when you're applying to own a franchise, do you have like a list of locations, because you said that they already know where they want to open everything?
Mm-hmm.
Would you have to move, or are you saying that because you know that there's a location in Durham opening in the next year or so?
More often than not, an operator is going to have to relocate. There are some instances where it works out perfectly to where I was born and raised here, and wouldn't you know it, there's a Chick-fil-A that's going to be opening up, and I'm the number one candidate for this location. But more times than none that the operator's having to relocate, and how that's done is on your operator application, you're able to put your choices of where you would like to be. I'd like to stay on the East Coast, or hey, I'd like to go out to California or Chicago or whatever, you know. Sometimes with that, because of things being so selective in the operator selection process, if I'm an operator and I was given an opportunity to operate in any store, I'd probably jump on it. Because I can go there, at least I got my foot in the door, and I've got my own store and I'm running it, and if an opportunity arises so I can move back to where I originally wanted to be, then that's usually what happens. So we see that quite a bit, to where an operator will go out to California, or they'll go far from their home where they really wanted to go, and then they'll end up being able to go back to where they originally really wanted to be. So.